Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajkumar's Learning app. In this session, we are going to discuss about the part 2 of Indian National Movement. So we are going to start from non-cooperation movement and Khilafat movement. In 1990 to 1922, 1919 to 1922, both the movements, namely non-cooperation and Khilafat, were organized to oppose the British rule in India. So Khilafat movement got origin after the World War I. Britain, France, Italy, USA, Russia for some time versus Germany, Austria, Hungary, Ottoman Empire fought in the World War I. Popularly, these countries were known as Allied power, and these countries were popularly known as Axis power. Here Ottoman Empire got defeated. So there will be a treaty signed which is known as Treaty of Versailles. Treaty of Versailles. As per the treaty, the Muslim leader of the Ottoman Empire was dethroned. Because of that, the Muslim people got agitated and they wanted to launch Khilafat movement. That is the origin. And this non-cooperation movement is the lineage of Champaran, Kheda, Ahmedabad mill strike and anti-Rowlatt Satyagraha. So the Khilafat committee which was set up to conduct this movement was joined by Mahatma Gandhiji. The Sultan of Turkey, considered as the Caliph means religious leader of the Muslims. I told you about the Treaty of Versailles. That is the reason behind Khilafat movement, and it gave a call for non-cooperation. So what exactly happened? The Khilafat movement and non-cooperation movement joined together. So that's a point I explained here. Just read it once. G. Subramanian Iyer and Rabindranath Tagore had already done so. Gandhiji returned his Kaiser Hind medal in August 1920, which means under this non-cooperation movement, Mahatma Gandhi instructed to all Indian leaders to withdraw their title and also return the title which given by the British. Sir title given to them and they are ready to return, and the movement exactly began the reunification of honorary titles like Sir that Indians had received from the British government. Indians had no longer thought it honorable to receive the titles from the British government and thus to be associated with. So then the particular event also started following by boycotting the legislation. Don't go to the assemblies for the legislation. So boycotting of legislation is the second thing. First one is reunification of the titles. Second thing is boycotting of legislatures. Third one is boycott all the foreign clothes and organize the bonfire. Bonfire means simple, going for the foreign shops and picketing the foreign cloth and throwing it in the fire. That is called bonfire. There were strikes and hartals all over the country. The movement was a great success and the firing and arrest could not stop it. So everywhere the non-cooperation movement is extending and Mahatma Gandhi is getting vast amount of support. 1921, there was a session of the Congress was held at Ahmedabad. It was presided over by Hakim Ajmal Khan. The particular session decided to continue the movement and to launch the final stage. The final stage of non-cooperation movement in the year of 1921, what they have decided is that they wanted to launch the civil disobedience movement against the British authority. This was to be done giving a call to the people to refuse to pay the taxes to the British government. It was started by Gandhiji in Bardoli in Gujarat, Bardoli Satyagraha. It was very important stage because when people openly declare that they would not pay taxes to the government, they mean that they no longer recognize the government as the legitimate. That is the final stage of non-cooperation movement. Everything was fine. But all of a sudden, Mahatma Gandhiji withdraw the non-cooperation movement. Why did Gandhiji withdraw this non-cooperation movement? There was an incident which is popularly known as Chauri Chaura incident. Chauri Chaura incident. The entire movement was called off by Mahatma Gandhiji because Chauri Chaura is a village in the Gorak, Uttar Pradesh. On 5th February 1922, the police, without any provocation, fired at all the people who were taking part in the demonstration. The people, in their anger, they attacked the police station and they burnt alive 22 policemen. Because the ideology of non-cooperation movement launched by Mahatma Gandhi, it is only on basis of non-violence. Because of this violence activity, 10th March 1922, okay, Mahatma Gandhi was arrested because he is the leader of non-cooperation movement and sentenced to 6 years of imprisonment. But he got released in 1924 itself based on the health ground. This is the reason behind Mahatma Gandhi call of the non-cooperation movement. So non-cooperation movement launched in the year of 1920. 1922 February, Chauri Chaura incident happened. Because of that, Mahatma Gandhi called off the non-cooperation movement, and also he got 6 years of imprisonment, but 1924 itself he got released due to the health condition. So aims of Swaraj Party. After the arrest of Mahatma Gandhi, there is a division in Indian National Congress, popularly known as Swarajist and No Changes. As per the non-cooperation movement, boycotting the Legislative Assembly. Now, Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das suggesting that congressmen supposed to enter to the council. So, supporting entry to council were popularly known as Swarajists. And the people doesn't want to enter the council, and they wanted to only focus on the reconstructive work for the civil disobedience movement were known as No Changes. Okay, because during the non-cooperation movement, charaka become popular. The charaka to make khadi cloth, and charaka become the symbol. So they wanted to set up Gandhi ashram everywhere, and they wanted to focus on the constructive work to launch the civil disobedience movement once Mahatma Gandhi get released from the prison. Those community people were popularly known as No Changes, and a few people wanted to enter into the councils, and they wanted to fight against the British based on the constitutional method. They were popularly known as Swarajists. Okay, so it also claimed to be an integral part of Congress. So for that purpose, Congress Khilafat Swarajya Party was established in the year of 1922. Congress decided this time there should not be any kind of split, which happened in the year of 1907. Then they decided we can have a norms that No Changes can focus on the constructive work and Swarajists can participate in the election, but everything should happen under the one banner only, that is Indian National Congress. So one group led by C.R. Das, Motilal Nehru, Vithalbhai Patel wanted the Congress should take part in the election for the legislature. The other group led by Vallabhai Patel, Rajagopalachari, Rajendra Prasad, who opposed this. So this group of people are known as Swarajists. These group of people are known as No Changes. Clear? Simple. 1922, the Congress session held at Gaya and presided over by C.R. Das. He rejected the proposal for the entering the legislature. The supporters of this proposal formed Congress Khilafat Swarajya Party, popularly known as Swarajya Party in the year of 1923. At special session held at Delhi under the presidency of Abul Kalam Azad, the Congress permitted the Swarajists to contest the election. Okay, so 1922 it was rejected. 1923 there was an approval. Based on that, the Swarajya Party entered into the elections. The Swarajists won many seats in the central as well as provincial legislature. Okay, so in the absence of political activities, this period played a significant role in keeping the spirit of anti-British protest alive. Okay, the boycott of the legislature again started in the year of 1930 when the mass struggle resumed by Mahatma Gandhi in the name of civil disobedience movement. Okay, so Gandhiji was released in February 1924, as I told you, and the constructive program which was accepted by both the section of the Congress become the majority activity of the Congress to launch such a large movement in the year of 1930, that is civil disobedience movement. Okay, then during this time period, one committee was appointed. The British had set up a committee under Sir Alexander Muddiman Committee in the year of 1924. It is all about to meet the demand of Indian leaders in view of resolution adopted by the Swaraj Party in the 1920s. Okay, so it is completely based on the majority and minority report, the officials and non-officials, and about the diarchy government. It is related to the constitutional reforms. So just read it once. Don't go in deep because you just need the information related to Muddiman Committee was established under the chairmanship of Sir Alexander Muddiman in the year of 1924. That information is fair enough. Very important, Simon Commission. Okay, Simon Commission were appointed by the British government for the purpose of constitutional reform in India. If India is ready for constitutional reform, means on what lines they are ready. Okay, the commission is known as Simon Commission. Sir John Simon is the head of this commission. The problem here is this commission was formed by the British government for the purpose of to discuss about the constitutional reform. But there is no single Indian included in this commission because 7 all white member commission. That is the biggest problem. So based on this decision, 1927 annual session of the Congress held at Madras. They decided to not participate and do not reveal anything to the commission, so boycotting the commission. Muslim League also decided to boycott the commission. But the commission finally arrived in India with all opposition 3rd February 1928. On the same day, countrywide hartal, strike and demonstration. Everywhere there is a slogan against Simon Commission, like go back Simon. During that time period only, police come up with a severe repression because of that lathi charge, a severe blow on the chest of Lala Lajpati Rai. So after that he died. Okay, the Congress session at Madras, which presided over Dr. M.A. Ansari, passed a resolution and they wanted to push the Indians to fight for the complete independence. The resolution was moved by Nehru, supported by S. Satyamurthy. Okay. Meanwhile, an organization called Indian People Independence League formed during this time period to press the demand for the complete independence, that is Purna Swaraj. Okay, which Nehru? This is not Motilal Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, right. So the league was led by several important leaders during this time period, all are youngsters. In December 1928, the Congress met at Calcutta under the presidency of Motilal Nehru. So during this time period only, the Congress demand of complete independence was, introduced. Right. So Nehru report. After Simon Commission, Nehru report. 1928, February 12. See, there was a person named called Lord Birkenhead. He is a Secretary of State for India. He challenged Indians that they can frame their own constitution. To take up the challenge, Motilal Nehru accepted that we will frame our own constitution. Based on that, all-party conference called at Delhi, attended by the representative of 29 organizations. In response to the appointment of which commission? Simon Commission, and also challenged by the Birkenhead. It was presided by M.A. Ansari. There, Motilal Nehru was appointed as a subcommittee head and for determining the principle of our Constitution of India. Based on that, Nehru report was issued. Okay, Nehru report 1928. Remember this date. So recommendations, again, this is only for your study purpose. Just go through it. Okay, so in this chapter, you need to remember years as well as the events. Non-cooperation movement and Khilafat movement got merged under the leadership of Gandhi, which happened in the year of 1920. Okay, based on that, Kaiser he is in title and other title like Sir, which given by the government, should be renounced. And also, this non-cooperation movement become great success, but since because of the Chauri Chaura incident in the year of 1922, it was called off. And what happened after that? Mahatma Gandhi got arrested and there is a split in the Congress itself. Few people wanted to do constructive work and another group of people wanted to enter into the Legislative Council. So Swaraj Party was formed and also constructive work was continued. So group of leaders also Then about the Buddhiman Committee in the year of 1924 and about the Simon Commission, it came to India in the year of 1928, and based on that only you got Nehru report finalized in the year of 1928 May. These are all the fair enough information about this chapter, and just go through these questions and try to practice more number of questions. So in which year non-cooperation movement was launched by Mahatma Gandhi? 1920. Which incident made Mahatma Gandhi to call off the non-cooperation movement? That we know, burning alive of 22 policemen in Chauri Chaura incident. Which party was established after the arrest of Mahatma Gandhi in 1922? Swaraj Party. Okay, Swaraj Party. In which year Buddhiman Committee was established? 1924. Which commission was formed by British to investigate the functioning of constitutional system in India? That is Simon Commission. Okay, so try to practice more number of questions. We'll see you in the next session. Thank you.